he said, Salaf-e Salihin के बताए हुए तरीके पर चलना सुन्नत और हम हैं अहले सुन्नत. Very easy. That path which has been explained and taught by the pious predecessors in line with the tradition of the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to follow that path is sunnah, and we are Ahlul Sunnah, we are followers of the Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and the community Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. In English, an explanation is, it refers to Sunni Muslims, the overwhelming majority of the Muslims in the world, used to designate correct belief and practice. This title emerged as a response to the I can't say this word properly, sectarianism. Say it loud please, who said it?
Sectarianism.
Louder, yeah.
Sectarianism.
That word of the 1st and the 2nd centuries of Muslim history. This is Ahlul Sunnah. How easy is that? No ifs and buts in there. No, but they didn't do Mawlid last year, so they can't be Sunni. No, they don't do Gyarvi Sharif, they can't be Ahlul Sunnah. This is what Ahlul Sunnah means. It refers to your belief, rather what you hold in here. This is what determines who Sunni Muslim is. Sahih? So this particular text is about Ahlul Sunnah. In accordance with the understanding of the Muslim jurists such as Imam Abu Hanifa al-Nu'man bin Sabit, Sayyidina Abu Yusuf Yaqub bin Ibrahim al-Ansari, and Sayyidina Abu Abdullah Muhammad al-Hasan al-Shaybani, may Allah be pleased with all of them, it includes their beliefs about theological foundations of the religion upon which they base their worship of the Lord of all the worlds. We assert about the unity of Allah, as did Imam Abu Hanifa and the two aforementioned Imams, may Allah have mercy upon them, believing with providence, with tawfiq. قال الإمام وبه قال الإمامنا مذكوران رحمه الله تعالى نقول في توحيد الله تعالى معتقدين بتوفيق الله تعالى. So we leave it to the tawfiq of Allah. What does tawfiq mean? Tawfiq has been explained as providence, refers to God's support, Allah's support in human actions and endeavors. Is it endeavors you say that word? Dictionary, is it endeavors? Endeavors?
Endeavors.
Say it louder.
Endeavors.
Louder.
Endeavors.
That word there, Allah's support in actions, and that word the brother said. This is tawfiq. And we know from the Quran, وَمَا تَوْفِيقِ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. And there is no tawfiq except that which comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So nobody can take it upon themselves and say, you know what, this is because of me. I done this. I learned this because I'm the Don. No, you ain't. You ain't. It's from the tawfiq of Allah. Rather, you leave it to Allah. Nobody up here, we need to also understand that when an individual, whether you're learning the sciences of the deen, or whether you're taking a degree in computer sciences, or becoming a doctor, or whatever you are doing, anything that will increase you in knowledge, rely totally upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rely completely upon Allah, and Allah will make things easy for you.
Subhanallah.
As the Quran says, as Allah says in the Quran, for those, in the meaning of what He says, for those individuals who take it upon themselves will be misled. And for those individuals who leave it to their Lord and Creator and Sustainer, He will grant them ease.
Allah.
He will grant them ease. So you leave every matter to Allah. You leave it to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will grant you tawfiq. So you know when exam time comes and you've got to hand in your dissertations? That one, when you're going to have, and everyone starts stressing, and brothers start getting big patches under their eyes because they've not been sleeping properly, and sisters come up with a lot of spots and stuff, and everyone starts worrying. You're all tired and you're not sleeping and you're revising. I'm stressing out for exam. it's important to worry. This shows concern for what you're doing. It shows concern for what you're doing. But within that, also realize that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants me to be successful in this, nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. Allahumma la mani'a lima a'tayta wa la mu'tiya lima mana'ta. Oh Allah, that which you give, nobody can stop. And that which you do not give, nobody can give. Nobody can give. Regardless of who you are and what you are, if Allah does not want it for you, you will not have it. But rather we rely upon the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we say to Allah, Ya Rabb, I've spent 4 years or 3 years doing this degree, out of which 2.5 years were spent tossing about. 6 months I've attended lectures. 6 months, and I've done my work and this and that, Ya Rabb, through your mercy, through the rank and the station of the beloved alayhi salatu wa taslim, grant me success. Make my parents proud of me. If anything, just give me that degree because of them. Because they're going to answer the rest of the family and the community. You know, so just give it to me because of them. Just make them happy. But we still supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This shows that you're a true slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, in the hadith of At-Tirmidhi, in the meaning of the hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is extremely displeased with that individual who does not supplicate to Allah in times of whether you're in need or not in need. Always supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for anything and everything. Supplication, ad-du'a, mukhul ibadah. Dua is the height and the brains of your worship. Ad-du'a hul ibadah. Dua, supplication, is your worship. وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمْ عُدْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ. And your Lord has said, ask from me and you will receive. Ask and you will receive. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي أَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. And when my slaves ask about me, tell them I am close to you. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِي إِذَا دَعَانِ. And for sure, I hear the call which my slaves call upon me. I hear that call. So tawfiq comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the expansion of tawfiq is depending upon how much you rely upon Allah. Now, the text itself, you need to understand, is split into 6 categories. 6 categories. Sahih? The first category is referred to as ilahiyat. Al-ilahiyat. This means tenets which are necessary about the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which are conceivable and non-conceivable. Those tenets which are necessary regarding Allah, which are conceivable and non-conceivable. What does conceivable mean? University students, man. What does conceivable mean? What's conceivable? Kabir Deen? Bro, speak, man. Janab?
I'll ask the audience.
Ask the audience. Any sisters know what conceivable means? Oh, days, you're wrong.
It's what you can understand, isn't it?
It's
What you can understand.
what you can understand, what you can conceive,
What you can receive.
what you can receive, what the mind can encompass. Huh? That took long enough, innit? We're going to be here all year, man. Non-conceivable, anything that you cannot understand. Conceivable and non-conceivable, al-ilahiyat, the tenets which are necessary concerning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that are conceivable and non-conceivable. Point number 2, al-nubuwat. The first one, al-ilahiyat, second one, al-nubuwat. What do you think al-nubuwat is about?